7. This is Good Day Austin.
Good morning, everyone. Happy Back to Work Monday for you. Thanks for joining us right here on Good Day Austin at 4:30. Hope you had a great weekend. I know it was hot, but yesterday I saw some dark clouds in my neighborhood, hoping for even a sprinkle, Chelsea.
Lots of folks saw some pretty good rain, actually. Some folks picking up more than 2 inches of rain in the hill country. Others saw no rain.
I didn't get anything.
Nothing. I know, no rain.
I kept thinking it was going to happen.
I had the dark clouds. So did we.
In Austin, we didn't see too much rain, but the clouds brought a cool down, so we can't be mad about that. Today, carrying some low and rain chances, but the coverage not going to be as impressive as yesterday. Here you have satellite radar showing some showers and thunderstorms that are raining themselves out closer to the Metroplex. Those will continue to weaken and eventually dissipate before they can move into our area. We're starting your Monday with cloudy skies as we head through the day, though, possibly still some outflow boundaries that may spur showers and thunderstorms this afternoon. Temperatures around central Texas were at 80 in LaGrange, 79 in Bastrop, and getting 73 for you in Burnett this morning. Fredericksburg starting out at 70 degrees, upper 60s in Blanco and Mason. A comfortable start there. Austin coming in at 77. The day ahead looks like this. Low 80s around 9 a.m., 93 by lunchtime, and there's that slight chance for showers later on today. High temperatures top out at 100 degrees. That heat settling in for the next few days. We're going to talk more about that and have your full forecast, including when we may see a break from the heat in just a few minutes. But now let's check on traffic with Danielle.
Thank you. Good Monday morning. Well, if you're heading out the door right now, you may encounter some overnight road work that could slow you down. Right now, I-35 is reduced to one lane in both directions at Old Torf Street until 6 a.m. And checking on the Mopac Improvement Project now, also until 6 a.m., 2 southbound lanes are shut down between 2222 and Enfield Road. Also, 2 northbound lanes are closed from Enfield to 35th Street, so prepare to slow down. And over on the map, I am showing one crash. It's in Northeast Austin on FM 969 at Decker Lane. Delays are building in that area. That's your check on traffic. I'll have another check for you at 5 o'clock.
9 people are dead, and the death toll continues to rise after dozens are pulled from the back of a tractor trailer in San Antonio. Officials say it was a human smuggling attempt gone wrong. Tanya Ortega is here in the studio with that story. Tanya.
Well, Amanda, that truck was found at a Walmart parking lot in San Antonio late on Saturday night, but it had been sitting in the triple-digit heat for hours. Now, officials say that San Antonio police were called to the store after someone who had been in the truck asked an employee for water. When emergency crews arrived, officers pulled dozens of people from a sweltering tractor trailer that didn't have any air conditioning or water. Many of those who were taken to the hospitals were in critical condition, suffering from extreme dehydration and heat stroke. 8 people died in the truck, another at the hospital. Police are looking at this as a human trafficking act, calling it a horrific tragedy. The driver of the truck, a 60-year-old man from Florida, has been arrested and is due in court this morning. Some of the survivors are from Mexico, others from Guatemala.
Our paramedics and firefighters found that each one of them had heart rates over about 130 beats per minute, which again, they were very hot to the touch. So these people were in that trailer without any signs of any type of waters. The air conditioning was not working, so everyone was removed.
Now, the Texas AFL-CIO issued a statement saying that the best way to prevent deaths like these is through comprehensive federal immigration reform. The organization's president, John Patrick, goes on to say, quote, "The immigrants who died horrifically in that truck were looking for a better life. They were desperate enough to go to extreme length of taking that truck ride with all its attendant risks to find work for the sake of their families." He says until political leaders step up and overhaul the broken immigration system, this will happen again and again. Now, officials do believe that at one point at least 100 people were inside of that truck. It's unclear if the 18-wheeler was locked, but there is surveillance video of some people being picked up by different cars at that parking lot.
Authorities are investigating after a body was discovered in Dripping Springs. The Travis County Sheriff's Office says that someone called them yesterday morning to check on someone along the 10,000 block of Sandy Beach Road. And when deputies arrived, they found a decomposing body. They have ordered an autopsy to determine how that person died. Authorities don't plan to release the name of the person until next of kin is notified.
Another chapter will be added into the probe of possible ties between Russia and President Trump's campaign team. The Senate Judiciary Committee says there's no need to subpoena Donald Trump Jr. and Paul Manafort to testify because the pair has agreed to provide documents and be interviewed behind closed doors. That hearing was scheduled for Wednesday, but we're told that with the ongoing negotiations, it's now highly unlikely it'll happen this week. But President Trump's son-in-law and senior advisor Jared Kushner is scheduled to testify before both the Senate and House Intelligence Committees this week. This is part of their investigations into Russia's election meddling and potential ties to the Trump campaign. On Fox and Trends, counselor to the president Kellyanne Conway insisted the Russia investigations are a waste of time.
The president has always said this is the Russia's is nonsense. It's a witch hunt. It's a hoax. It's a conclusion in search of evidence, frankly. I mean, what are we doing here? What is this about? The taxpayer money, the diversion of resources and time. He's talking about America. They're talking about Russia.
Congress is also set to pass a bill with a new round of sanctions against Russia that blocks the president's ability to roll back those sanctions without approval from Congress. The White House has been pushing hard to have that part removed, saying it would limit their ability to negotiate. But on Fox News Sunday, Democratic Senator Ben Cardin said he's confident it'll pass, even if the president vetoes the bill.
This is a very strong bill. It imposes mandatory sanctions on Russia. It provides for congressional review if the president wants to waive or eliminate sanctions. It's very bipartisan. It has broad support in the Senate and in the House. If he vetoes a bill, we will override his veto.
The White House has said it supports the sanctions in the bill, but has sent mixed messages on if the president plans to sign it or make it his first veto.
An investigation is underway after a plane ended up in the water near Stearns Island on Lake Travis. This happened Saturday afternoon. Photos here are taken by Robert Weiss with the Lake Travis Scuba. He took them from the scene. Austin Travis County EMS says that 3 people were involved in that crash, but they all made it out safely. One was taken to the hospital with minor injuries. Witnesses say the plane flipped when it hit the water and was submerged. First responders had to tow it to shore. Well, the hot and dry weather daily is proving to create perfect conditions for fires. San Marcos Hays County EMS tweeted out images of a brush fire over the weekend. This was at FM 621 in Skull Road. That fire temporarily blocked access to Float Fest, which was going on in nearby Martindale. Yeah, pretty hot conditions I returned home to from vacation, which I expected. So it was nice to get that just little bit of a cool down last night with some showers moving through.
Well, welcome back. We're glad you're here, Lauren. Coming up, not Zach. What am I saying here? Chelsea's in with a forecast. She's coming up next.